Relations Committee in Washington. Senator Biden, you've heard these reports tonight?
I'm not sure which reports you're referring to.
I beg your pardon. I'm referring to the reports about the arrests at Kennedy and at LaGuardia Airport this afternoon. Have you heard them?
Yes. Yes, I have.
Did you hear them before we reported them?
The answer is I didn't hear about the arrest. I heard about the prospects of the arrest, yes.
And so you believe that do you believe that there is a continuing effort by some people to get at, in broad language, the United States tonight, and the details of these reports today are accurate, and therefore, how worried should the country be?
I think that there will be and are people who will attempt to continue to get at the country. I do not believe that the prospect of that occurring is very high for two reasons. One, I think you're talking about, in effect, the second team. And secondly, I think that the focus is increasingly on how these folks basically, in effect, get out of town. So I do think there's some concern. And I think you're, in addition to that, Peter, going to get an awful lot of the screwballs who aren't any part of any organization, doing everything from something crazy aboard an aircraft, or, for example, we evacuated the darn Capitol today. We evacuated based on a bomb scare. And so I think you're going to see a lot of that for a while.
What leads you, Senator, to say that these arrests at Kennedy and LaGuardia today may have been the second team?
I don't think I can respond to that.
Did you mean to infer by the second team that these were the sort of second-rank characters?
I think it's less organized, less lethal, less capable.
You base that?
I'm really on kind of thin ice here, and I'm concerned about making sure that I don't say anything that leads someone as bright as you to ask me the next question and put me in a spot of potentially revealing things I shouldn't reveal.
Well, in fairness, Senator, we're all on thin ice around here, and I think we both appreciate that. And secondly, I think it should be pointed out that in detaining these people at these two airports tonight, the security apparatus indeed appears to have worked in this instance. I would like to know whether or not you were briefed about this as the chairman of the Senate Foreign Relations Committee before you got to hear it in the press.
No.
Okay. Do you have confidence currently in the intelligence services of the United States?
Yes, to the extent that, let me back up.
Okay.
I think we are woefully underfunded the intelligence community. We have woefully underfunded and focused on the human intelligence. And I have been a pain in the neck to everybody around here, along with Senator Graham of Florida and a few others, arguing that we should be putting considerably more resources into the intelligence side and the human side of this. But I think the intelligence community, as strapped as they are in relative terms, is doing a pretty good job. It's not sufficient.
I understand that, sir, and I don't for a second wish to be melodramatic. But do you believe that the United States tonight may be, in some form, still under attack?
I do not believe it's still under attack.
And did you believe...
In the same sense that we were under attack on the 11th.
Do you know, sir, why Vice President Cheney was removed to Camp David?
No.
Do you believe that the airlines in the United States should be flying tonight? And I ask that question in the context of the reports that we told you about tonight from Kennedy and LaGuardia.
Based on the reports, as well as the subsequent briefings that I've had, I think they probably should. What is being done is prudent. That is, those who are flying, it is prudent, and I think that it is prudent to continue to escalate the number of flights that are available to be in the air.
But you do believe, sir, that the United States is not under attack and this crisis, in this immediate sense, is over?
From ABC 7 News, this is a special report. Continuing coverage, America under attack.
I'm Kathleen Matthews, and we're breaking into Peter Jennings and ABC News because we have reports that the fire at the Pentagon at the crash site has been rekindled. Fire crews are on the scene. We want